menu, brunch, and game.
Prince of the Bay here. Today we're at Disney Springs. It's time to go to
CityWorks for brunch.
A critical part of any Sunday fun day, and as your #1 choice in foodie infotainment, we're here to see what works so you don't have to. Because remember, she's vegan. I'm not. Let's get into the city.
It's time to foodie and chill.
Well, I couldn't come here and not get something off their Chef Select menu. That's like their seasonal menu that changes every month. There's always some surprises in here. This month we have the smoked brisket Reuben egg rolls. And with the start of foosball season, I can't really think of anything that feels more sports bar than smoked brisket egg rolls. But here we are. You get 2 sauces for this Reuben. I have no idea what either of them is, but I'm going to find out with you. Now, one is smoky chipotle. The other is a, actually, I'm going to do this one. This is a smoked cider ale mustard. Drippy, as all things should be. I'm not going to lie, I had some serious doubts. This, when I heard about it, was one of those things that definitely sounded like, you know what? I blame Instagram for this because that sounds ridiculous. Smoked brisket, Reuben, and an egg roll. You're just showing off at that point, but honestly, it tastes like an egg roll filled with a Reuben. I would give that egg roll with the mustard a 4 out of 5 claws. Then I just want to try the smoky chipotle, because you can't have 2 dips and not try them both. It's not bad with the smoky chipotle, but that mustard is definitely the way to go. I give that a 3.75 out of 5 claws. When I give the entire plate a solid 4. While they are here, I definitely suggest you get this Chef Select. Vegetarians, you have options. We decided to do the most interesting option we can find. Now, they have breakfast tacos in the menu here that normally come with bacon, but they were willing to sub out that bacon for Impossible meat, which comes from their Impossible Burger. So you got Impossible Burger breakfast tacos. We added a little bit of avocado. You got the egg down there, cheesy goodness, and a little bit of little microgreens on top. We've had the vegan version of these tacos before, but this is interesting doing it vegetarian style, because why should we leave you guys out of the loop? That is nice and tasty. It still very much feels like breakfast, even though it's just a chopped up Impossible Burger. It doesn't have that breakfast sausage spice that the Impossible breakfast sausage has, though those would be interesting here. It's a nice juxtaposition because we've had like a cauliflower version of these tacos as well. So I'm glad that there's at least something for the vegetarians. If you want alt meat in your breakfast tacos, you can get it without it, but having it in there I think adds a little bit of something that feels like a more complete breakfast. The willingness of CityWorks to modify their stuff to fit all diets is one of the reasons why we continue to come here, and this is no different. I would give these 4 out of 5 claws.
There are many options here at CityWorks for vegans. As Bear mentioned a couple, there's the the Impossible tacos we've had before. There's the cauliflower tacos we've had before. There's an Impossible Burger. There's fried pickles. There's modified pretzel bites. There's so many things, but we never really went for the breakfast. Last time we did breakfast, I got the cauliflower. So this is the first time we're doing a breakfast vegan thing, which does need to be modified. I could have put Impossible on it, but I decided to just go as it is, just so we can see what it tastes like before. And then maybe next time we come, I'll add the Impossible and see if that does anything else. This avocado toast is basically at the same level as the House of Blues. It is lackluster. The toast isn't even toasted. The avocado is just kind of like a thin layer of like guac. It's not really avocado, and I know they have avocado. They put it on things here before. There's not a lot of corn. It's just kind of lackluster. Is it going to be filling? Absolutely not. And honestly, if I had to choose between this one and House of Blues, it would just be a toss-up. I think I would only pick House of Blues because they have the bottomless mimosas, but ingredients wise and flavor wise and taste wise is basically the same. So do with that as you will. I would give it a 2.5 out of 5 toasts.
I guess I really have to ask myself is that when you call something Texas toast or fits into the Texas toast category, is it still Texas toast even if it's not toasted? Or is it only Texas toast when it's toasted? Is it just Texas bread then? Curious, because just looking at it, I'm just saying, this don't look very toasted. It just looks like a thin layer of avocado smeared over bread with some radish and corn and pickled onions. Yeah, that don't cut like toast, for sure. And it's definitely not the layer of avocado because honestly, it's not that thick. It's like a avocado schmear rather than like avocado toast. It's almost like they forgot to toast it because it really feels like a thick piece of Wonder Bread with avocado and corn on it. That's hard to sell as a full-fledged meal or even an appetizer for most people. It feels like a struggle snack. I would give that 2 out of 5 claws. It tastes fine, but it's not going to spark joy. I was feeling very traditional on this Sunday fun day, so I decided to go with the traditional breakfast. And you get 2 eggs your way, 2 pieces of sausage, 2 pieces of bacon, some toast, and then a cheesy potato casserole. But I went scrambled with my eggs. I'm not really sure why. I could have gone over easy, but maybe I just didn't want something runny today. We've been running around a lot. Maybe I don't want a runny egg as well. A little pepper in there. It's interesting enough. Standard scrambled eggs, they're a little bit runny. I could use stand to be a little bit more fluffy, but they're a passable egg. I would give that 2.5 out of 5 claws. Here we have the thickened breakfast sausage, nice and plump. Got a little bounce to it. That is a thick breakfast sausage. It looks glistening in the sun. This is what you expect to wake up to in the morning when you hear like a rooster crow. A thick sausage. Standard spiced breakfast sausage. I love the thickness of it. It is a slight greasy, but it's got a nice sear on it. It is a satisfactory sausage. No complaints. You won't hear anybody complaining about its girth. That's for sure. I give that 3 out of 5 claws. The bacon be bacon in it. You got some nice thick bacon. It looks a little fatty, but sometimes like fatty bacon is good for like a nice hangover meal. I'm not hungover, but if I was, like I could see this being a little attractive. Got a nice crispy edge on the bacon, but I can stand for the bacon to be cooked a little bit longer. It feels a little bit soft, like it's warm and everything else, but it's like it could have used longer on flat top. It's definitely giving quality bacon. It's not like thin or like that super like stringy bacon. So it's at least that Disney bacon. Definitely not the Disney bacon. I would give it 3 out of 5 claws. I'm not upset. I'm just disappointed. So the classic breakfast also comes with Texas toast. This is the same Texas toast that the princess got with her avocado toast. And honestly, it feels like it. Now this one is buttered. It is actually toasted. Not like hard toasted, but like if you had a toaster setting of like 1 through 5, this would be like a 2. So like a soft toasted. I'm wondering if the butter is the reason why the princess's wasn't toasted. Curious. Passable toast, 2.5 out of 5 claws. Last up, we have our breakfast potatoes because no American breakfast is complete without some sort of potatoes. Now, this is their cheesy potato casserole, and honestly, this looks more like cheese than potato. I would say it's looking like a 60 to 40% cheese to potato ratio. And if you told me this was mac and cheese at first glance, I probably would have believed you. That's got a very nice flavor. Seasoned, it's not just cheese. Got some little chives in there, got a little pepper in there, but it's definitely super cheesy. I would like to restate my ratio of cheese to potato being more like 70-30. The potatoes are almost an afterthought. It's basically a bowl of cheese. Cheese heads, you will love this. 3.5 out of 5 plus. So because CityWorks is the king of seasonal beers here at Disney Springs, I decided to go straight to the seasonal section and found Teas in the Trap, as in T, T-E-A, not like T as in golf or, well, either way. Teas in the Trap, a fruited sour with black tea. Ooh, that is very interesting. Beer and black tea, not on my list, but it's given like a lemonade black tea mixture with like a little bit of like hops at the end, but very crisp, not hoppy, not like an IPA bitterness. Very drinkable and a hint of sour, not like mouth-puckeringly sour. That's quite enjoyable. I'm glad I went with 20. I could have gotten the 14, but I went with 20. 4 out of 5 plus. I feel worked over.
We came on a game day. We always seem to come on a game day. We never plan our CityWorks trips. We were just like, let's do brunch, and we just ended up here. And
yeah, we don't watch foosball, so often we forget when those seasons are. So we sat outside, but it was enjoyable. We actually got a really good spot watching like the House of Blues musicians play, and given that we both got fans and shade, I think it was a good trade-off.
I don't really think that my breakfast was that great, but there's so many other options that you can have here that you could definitely have like an amazing meal, no big problem.
Yeah, I always seem to enjoy myself more with the chef selects than like the regular brunch items, which is fine. I should have like targeted on that. Breakfast was like my eyes bigger than my stomach. I barely even ate the rest of it.
Well, the chef selects options are available until November 4th, so it's totally possible that we could come back again and you could get more of them.
I definitely could. We've done it before. We'll do it again. But we know what you guys think, given what you've seen for brunch. Is this a place you consider, or are you more House of Blues style? Let us know in the comments below. As always, if there's anything else you'd like to see us do, the comments will always be the place to find us. Hit that notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, well, maybe we won't Disney Springs anymore.
The likelihood is low, but you heard the girl.